studying your last two. I swim med when turned in. The staring down to mute. And can learn the pole that sunk he died.
Let's walk through a practical example to see how the employment expense deduction process works in real life. Meet Jason. Jason is a plumber who works across the Greater Toronto area, traveling to different customer locations every day. Because his job requires him to visit multiple work sites, he uses his own Ford F-150 pickup truck to perform his employment duties. Unlike employees who drive a company vehicle, Jason pays all of his own vehicle-related expenses. Before Jason can claim any vehicle expenses, the first requirement is a signed Form T2200 from his employer. This form confirms that using his personal vehicle is a condition of his employment, and that he is responsible for paying the related costs. The T2200 does not calculate any deductions, but it establishes that Jason is eligible to claim employment expenses if all of the CRA's requirements are met. The next important point is that Jason pays all of his vehicle expenses himself. These expenses include fuel, insurance, maintenance and repairs, lease payments or other eligible ownership costs, and any additional operating expenses related to using his truck for work. Another key factor is that Jason does not receive a vehicle allowance or reimbursement from his employer, since his employer does not repay these costs. Jason may be eligible to deduct the employment-related portion of his vehicle expenses. If he had been fully reimbursed, those expenses generally could not be claimed again. The workflow shown at the bottom of the slide summarizes the first stage of the process. The employer completes and signs the T2200. Jason receives the signed form, and this confirms that he can move on to calculating his eligible vehicle expenses. At this stage, no deduction has been calculated yet, only the eligibility has been established. The main takeaway from this example is that eligibility always comes before calculation. Assigned T2200. Personal responsibility for paying the expenses, and the absence of reimbursements or allowances create the foundation for an employment vehicle expense claim. Once these conditions have been confirmed, the next step is to calculate exactly how much of Jason's vehicle expenses can be deducted. Now that Jason has established his eligibility with a signed T2200, the next step is to calculate how much of his vehicle expenses can actually be claimed. The process begins by gathering every vehicle-related expense incurred during the year. Jason collects all of his receipts and records for fuel, maintenance and repairs, insurance, lease payments or capital cost allowance where applicable, licensing fees, registration costs, and any other eligible vehicle operating expenses. These expenses are then added together to determine his total annual vehicle cost. However, not all of these expenses can automatically be deducted, because Jason also uses his truck for personal travel. The CRA requires him to determine what portion of the vehicle was actually used for employment purposes. To do this, Jason maintains a detailed mileage log throughout the year. The mileage log records each business trip, including the date, destination, purpose of the trip, and the number of kilometers driven. At the end of the year, he compares the total business kilometers with the total kilometers driven for the entire year. This calculation produces the employment use percentage. For example, if Jason drove 25,000 kilometers during the year and 15,000 of those kilometers were for work, then 60% of his vehicle use was for employment. This percentage becomes the key factor in calculating his deduction. The final step is to apply the employment use percentage to the total eligible vehicle expenses. Instead of claiming all of the vehicle costs, Jason claims only the portion that relates to earning employment income. The deductible amount is then entered in the motor vehicle section of Form T777. The reminder at the bottom of the slide highlights one of the most important CRA requirements. Every amount claimed must be supported by proper documentation. Receipts prove the expenses that were paid, while the mileage log proves how much of the vehicle was used for employment. Both are essential if the CRA requests verification. The key takeaway is simple. Calculating vehicle expenses involves 3 steps. Collect all eligible vehicle costs. Calculate the employment use percentage using a detailed mileage log, and apply that percentage to determine the deductible amount. Following this method ensures that the claim is accurate, well documented, and fully compliant with CRA requirements. Now let's bring the entire example together by following Jason's vehicle expense claim from start to finish. This workflow shows how the information moves from the employer's confirmation all the way to the employee's income tax return. The process begins by verifying eligibility. Jason first reviews his signed T2200, which confirms that he is required to use his personal vehicle for work and that he is responsible for paying the related vehicle expenses. This establishes that he may be eligible to claim employment expenses under the CRA's rules. Once eligibility has been confirmed, Jason gathers all of the supporting records needed for the claim. This includes fuel receipts, repair invoices, insurance statements, licensing fees, and, most importantly, a detailed mileage log that tracks every employment-related trip throughout the year. The next step is to calculate the employment use percentage. By comparing the total business kilometers with the total kilometers driven during the year, Jason determines what percentage of his vehicle use was related to earning employment income. This percentage will be applied to his eligible vehicle expenses. After completing the calculations, Jason enters the deductible amount into the motor vehicle section of Form T777. This form is where the allowable employment expense is calculated based on the CRA's rules. It ensures that only the employment-related portion of the vehicle expenses is claimed. Once the T777 has been completed, the allowable deduction is transferred to the appropriate line on Jason's T1 personal income tax return. This deduction reduces his taxable income, which may lower the amount of tax he owes or increase the refund he receives. The checklist on the right side of the slide highlights everything a tax preparer should verify before submitting the return. Confirm that a signed T2200 is on file. Ensure there were no reimbursements or non-taxable vehicle allowances that would affect the claim. Verify that all receipts are available. Review the mileage log. Confirm the employment use percentage has been calculated correctly. And make sure the T777 has been completed accurately. The summary at the bottom captures the relationship between the 3 forms used throughout this example. The T2200 establishes eligibility by confirming the employment conditions. The T777 calculates the deductible vehicle expenses using supporting records and employment use percentages. Finally, the T1 personal income tax return reports the completed deduction so that it can reduce the employee's taxable income. This example demonstrates the complete employment expense workflow used by tax preparers. When you follow each step in order to confirm eligibility, collect documentation, perform accurate calculations, complete the T777, and transfer the deduction to the T1, you create a claim that is accurate, well documented, and fully compliant with CRA requirements.